Hello, everyone, and welcome to this guided lesson on social learning theory as an explanation of aggression. By the end of this session, you should be able to describe how aggression can be learned through observation and imitation, A01. Apply the theory to real-life behavior and media influence, A02. And evaluate SLT using key studies, evidence, and debates, A03. You'll need your worksheet open in front of you. I'll talk you through each task. Pause whenever you need more time to write. Section A, A01, Description of SLT. Task 1, Gap, Fill, Introduction. Let's begin with your first task. Read the sentences and fill in the missing terms as we go. Bandura proposed that aggressive behavior can be learned through observation and imitation of role models, such as parents, peers, or people in the media. SLT suggests that all aggressive acts that are observed are learned, but not all are immediately imitated. The four key processes, remembered by the acronym ARRM, are attention, retention, reproduction, and motivation. Pause here and check your spelling of each term. Task 2. ARRM processes. Turn to Task 2. You'll match each process with its description and give an example. Listen as I explain each one. Attention. We focus on the model's behavior. Example, watching an exciting wrestling match or violent game. Retention. We remember what we saw. Example, recalling a YouTuber's aggressive prank later on. Reproduction. We need the ability to repeat the act. Example, copying the movements we remember. Motivation. We decide whether to imitate based on outcomes. Example, seeing the influencer gain praise or likes encourages imitation. Pause and complete your table now. Task 3. Bandura's classic research. Here you'll fill in the missing information about Bandura's Bobo doll studies. Let's review them together. In 1961, 72 nursery school children watched either an aggressive or non-aggressive adult model. Those who saw the aggression copied it, especially the boys who watched male models. That shows aggression can be learned through observation and imitation. In 1963, Bandura repeated the study using filmed models. Children still imitated aggression, proving that learning can occur through media exposure too. Pause and complete the table before continuing. Task 4. Key terminology. Let's check the four terms. Vicarious reinforcement. Learning occurs when we see someone else rewarded. Vicarious punishment. Seeing someone punished reduces imitation. Self-efficacy. Belief in our own ability to reproduce the behavior. Identification. How much we relate to or admire the model. Pause to finish writing your definitions. Task 5. Short answer practice. Now answer the quick-fire questions. 1. Before imitation, behavior must be observed, remembered, and rehearsed. 2. Not all aggression is copied because imitation depends on motivation and reinforcement. 3. High self-efficacy makes imitation more likely. 4. We copy those we identify with. For example, same-sex peers or admired figures. Pause to write your answers. Section B, A02. Applying SLT. Task 6. Scenario. The influencer. Read the scenario about Ethan copying aggressive YouTube pranks. Ask yourself, which SLT concepts explain his behavior? Observation, imitation, and vicarious reinforcement. How might reinforcement occur? Ethan saw the influencer gain likes and fame, so he expected rewards. How could this be prevented? Reduce exposure to violent models or remove the social reward. Pause and record your ideas for each part. Task 7. Modern research evidence. Now match the studies with their conclusions as I summarize. Bandura, 1961. Children imitated live aggression. G et al. 2022. Stronger identification with violent game characters increased aggression. Huseman and Aaron, 2003, children who watched violent TV were more aggressive as adults. Charlton et al., 2000. After TV arrived on St. Helena, aggression didn't rise because norms discouraged it. Pause and complete your table. Task 8. Mini scenario, the sibling. Picture the 9-year-old watching an older sibling punching a bag while relatives cheer. Attention focuses on the action because everyone's excited. Retention remembers how it looked. Reproduction has the ability to copy it. Motivation, family cheering acts as vicarious reinforcement. If later the parent tells the sibling off, that becomes vicarious punishment. Pause and note those points. Section C, AO3, Evaluation and Discussion. Task 9, Strengths and Weaknesses. Let's review each row of your table. Reliability. Bandura's work was well controlled and replicable. Low ecological validity. Aggression to toys isn't real aggression. Cultural differences. Tribes like the exclamation mark Kung San rarely model aggression, so children don't learn it. Real-world application. SLT explains media influence and parenting strategies. Pause to complete the missing phrases. Task 10. Paragraph building. Now build your evaluation paragraphs using these starters. Supporting evidence. Research by Bandura, 1961, found children imitated aggressive models, supporting the idea that aggression can be learned through observation. Contradictory evidence. However, Charlton et al., 2000, found no increase in aggression after TV introduction, showing imitation depends on reinforcement and context. Application. Understanding SLT helps reduce aggression by limiting violent modeling and rewarding prosocial behavior. Pause and expand each into full paragraphs. Task 11. Issues and debates. Here's a quick guide to fill your final table. Nature versus nurture. SLT is on the nurture side. Aggression is learned from the environment. Determinism versus free will. Behavior is partly environmentally determined by what we observe. Ethical implications. Raises concern about exposing children to violent role models. Pause and complete that table. Task 12. Exam-style essay. Your final task is the 16-mark question. Discuss social learning theory as a social psychological explanation of aggression. Plan your essay like this. AO1, 6 marks. Describe observation, imitation, ARRM, and Bandura's evidence. AO2, 4 marks. Apply to examples, influencers, gaming, cultural learning. AO3, 6 marks. Evaluate using supporting and contradictory research plus debates. A clear AO1 to AO3 balance is key for top band answers. Pause the recording and spend 5 minutes planning your structure.